Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Check out this farmland over here. I'm outside of Leesburg, Florida. Kind of away from the little area, the town of Leesburg in central Florida. I'm going to take you back to 1982 now. It's my second channel, daily blog channel. It's the Daily Woo. If you're a fan of heavy metal, or if you've ever heard of Ozzy Osbourne, then you probably know who Randy Rhoads is. Some people hail him as one of the greatest metal guitar players of all time. He played on the first Ozzy Osbourne solo record and toured with Ozzy Osbourne. And there was a tragedy that happened right here in Leesburg, Florida, right around this area. A plane wreck that he was involved in that killed him, the bus driver, and another woman that was on tour with Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne and the rest of the Ozzy Osbourne band when they were on their way to Orlando, Florida in 1982. And it happened somewhere over in here. There's a lot of news footage online. You can just Google the news footage, Randy Rhoads crash or death. Anything like that will bring up news footage from ABC, NBC, CBS, all these major news stations. It was a pretty big story and still is a lot of controversy about what really happened that day. But I'm going to see if I can show you guys the exact spot where the plane took off, where the plane hit the bus, and hit the mansion out here on the property of the private runway, the private little airport outside of Leesburg, Florida. So I'm going to mount you right up here and get moving. I don't really know where I'm going. So we're just kind of winging this. We're kind of winging it. Hopefully up here there should be a turn-in of some sort that will get us over to the airport area. I think it might actually be right up here. Are you a fan of metal music, heavy metal music? Are you a fan of Ozzy Osbourne? I know the reality show, The Osbournes, came out and kind of gave Ozzy like some mainstream publicity. But are you a fan of him other than the Osbournes TV show? Well, wait a second. I think that's it right over there. I think we're almost here. I think this is it. I believe the person who owned the mansion, the plane hit the bus and veered off to the right, hit the mansion in the side of the garage or a little side part, burned part of the mansion down. It's been reconstructed, but I really don't know what is left of it. Here we go, right here. Look at this. Hold on. There's an entertainment coach company. ECA, Entertainment Coaches, right through this. Luckily, this is open. No trespassing. Have a nice day. Let me mount this right back up here. I don't know if we're going to get stopped by somebody. Hopefully, they let people that are fans of history and fans of Ozzy Osbourne and Randy Rhoads come out here and at least see the spot where history happened. It's been a long time ago. Gosh, 3 decades ago. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. So the story basically is this. There's a car behind me. Look at this out here. There's a car back there. The story basically is this. They were on tour. They stopped over here to get their RV, their bus on tour fixed. And Sharon and Ozzy were still sleeping. And the bass player of the band was still sleeping. Yeah, this is it. Wait a second. This is actually, yeah, I can't get in here. It's closed off. It's closed off. You can't really see it. Maybe I can get out of the car. Hey, I'm trying to find the spot where Randy Rhoads was killed. I'm from Orlando, and I was trying to find where the mansion was that the plane hit.
It's over there to the right.
Is there a way I can go in there? Or can I just take some pictures from here? Okay, this is the runway here. Can I follow you in? I'm going to follow her in. This lady doesn't know I'm filming, but I'm going to film anyway. Look at this here. She's letting us follow her in. Yes, she's pressing the code. Look at this crazy police officer. I thought that was a real cop, but it's really just a statue. This is the runway right here. Look at this. Oh my gosh, that is the actual runway where Randy Rhoads took off. The bus driver, they stayed up partying all night, so the story is told. They stayed up partying all night long, took a plane. I don't know if they just took the plane without asking permission, tried to scare Ozzy and Sharon in the bus. 3 or 4 swipes came by, hit the bus, and ended up careening into... Let me ask her what she wants me to do.
You drive around them buses.
Okay.
And past the hangars, and it's the White House down there on the right.
So just straight down that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can kind of, after you pass these hangars, you can kind of turn right.
All right.
And it's like a taxiway, pull out there a little bit.
Okay, thank you very much. What was your name?
Sherry.
Okay, Sherry, thank you very much.
Don't get in trouble now.
I won't. I'm going to just take a picture and leave. Thank you very much. She said, don't get her in trouble. So she was very hesitant about telling me her name. But if anyone from out here watches this, Sherry was very kind. We mean no harm. All I want to do is come out here, take some pictures, take a video, and show you guys a little bit of history. All right, we got enough time. We're still motoring right along. Doing pretty well. There's some people there. There are some people there. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Look at this. This is awesome. Hold on a second. There's a guy staring at me. There's a guy staring at me here. Okay, look at this. This is it. Okay, go back on YouTube and look at the news footage right there. You see where that fountain is, where there's some sort of statue of Zeus? That's about where the bus was. Or that's actually where the plane wrecked. The bus was over here in this field. So the plane would have swooped in 3 or 4 times. The 4th time, I believe, they actually were trying to scare Ozzy and Sharon while they were sleeping. The bus nicked the side of the airplane, or the airplane nicked the side of the bus. Flew and hit right there. See that right there? What I'm pointing at? That's where the plane hit. Disintegrated the plane. All 3 people in the plane were completely burned alive. The house pretty much burnt down except for the shell. They've rebuilt it. But that is the actual house. I'm going to drive here to the runway, and I'm going to do a little U-turn. I got to say, that lady was very kind. So if she ends up watching this video, I want to say thank you to you for letting us here, the Daily Woo audience, take a look. I'm going to get out right now. This is awesome. Look at these buses. So basically, there's the bus company that they actually stopped at right there to get their bus fixed. They had something wrong with their tour bus. They stopped right here. We're parked in this. If you look at the old news footage, seriously, go on YouTube. Look up the old news footage from 1980 to 82. This is the spot right there. There's some aerial helicopter shots of the news footage. And this is it. A little heavy metal history for all you metalheads out there and fans of rock and roll. And that's it right there. That's the actual airport, the actual runway, and the actual spot of the death of Randy Rhoads. Thanks for joining me. I do a different video like this every day. It's called The Daily Woo for a reason. I do a new video every day. Hopefully you subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.